Hello everybody, I am Miranda Mikhailis and I'll be doing a video response to Operation Shiny Objects, so let's begin. Kristi, Winters, please explain to us what is Operation Shiny Objects.
It's time to debrief you on Operation Shiny Object. So the history of this is, basically, it's not really an operation so much as a running joke within the progressive YouTube community that bearing cannot be criticized without responding. It's pretty much a given that if a video that any of the progressive YouTubers are making comes out and we make any criticism whatsoever of bearing, he has to respond and he has to attack us for it because his ego is so fragile. He literally cannot handle any criticism without response. It seems to be beyond him. And the way that this comes together with Operation Shiny Object is, if you remember back about a year ago, several YouTubers, for instance, Tim from Demotivator Opinion and Michael Rollins, were making videos documenting the pattern of how bearing would find a small channel, especially like a small feminist channel, and he would put it up as bait for his trollish followers to go, and they would downvote it and basically harass the person until they, many of them shut down their videos, some of them shut down their channels. Some people withstood it, but there was a lot of abuse that was being led by bearing. And when it was pointed out, he denied personal responsibility in any way. He made very weak attempts to try to excuse his behavior by saying there's a disclaimer and, occasionally I'll say my fans not to do it. But then, of course, he'll go into other people's comments and make shitty comments and leave a smile in order to, it's like bullshit attracting flies. Bearing will go and dump in a group I'm a member of saying, oh yeah, we should do Operation Shiny Object, which is in order to get Bearing to stop harassing these small feminist channels and these small feminist YouTubers, we should just, whenever we make a video that's critical of Bearing, that's Bearing bait, because he's going to take it. And there were several of us who basically were willing to handle the harassment of Bearing's fans. Sorry.
If the one and only reason why you talked about bearing so obsessively is to protect smaller feminist YouTubers because his fans attack them when he makes response videos, then how come you've made so many videos about Sargon of Akkad? I mean, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, you must have 70 videos on Sargon. So my question is, why do you talk about Sargon of Akkad so much if the only reason that you talked about bearing so much is to protect smaller feminist YouTubers? And this is a really, really incredibly long list. I could just keep going and going and going because somebody told me that she even mentions Sargon in videos where he is not even in the title. A title could be my robust feminist arguments or whatnot, and Sargon could still be in the video even if he's not in the title. So this week in Stupid Misogynist, this is crazy. And she has an anti-Sargon shirt. Why spend all of this time obsessing over Sargon? Looks like we can't get a good look at his shirts. I was scanning through the video for a good look, but the amounts of videos she has on him is just absurd. And here's another thing which is really interesting. Rez says, won't say specifics, but after being in a private Facebook group with her, I can confirm bearing is a consistent topic of conversation for her. Now, feminists like to call her dishonest and a liar, but a different feminist confirmed that in a private feminist Facebook group, she Kristi Winters spends a lot of time talking about bearing. Ceres isn't even the only feminist saying this. Somebody else confirmed everything. This person, sent me a private message saying that they don't want to be named, but yes, in this private feminist Facebook group, Kristi Winters talks about bearing obsessively. So, like, why does she talk about bearing so much? Why does she have an anti-Sargon t-shirt? Why did she keep Sargon as her profile pic for months? I mean, she does seem to have obsessive issues. So when it comes to Operation Shiny Objects, I can't say that I buy into her excuse. I mean, it seems to me that she is just obsessed with bearing. Anyway, this is Serena Michaelis. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.